Hello, you hardcores. Welcome to part 2. Do you know what? It's getting a bit cold in here. If you put that heating thing on down there, it makes loads of noise. So, I'm going to use this. I don't wear this much, you know. But I'm going to wear this now, and it's a bit cold in
There we go.
Right, yeah. Well, put that heater on, it makes a great noise, doesn't it? My dad gave me one of them electric. My dad, can you hear me? Oh, hang on.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
My dad give me right. One of them. Hang on a minute. It looks like I'm out my head, doesn't it? How am I going to get that on there? 2 seconds. Need a warm hat. I need a warm hat to keep warm.
Nah, it's cold up.
Well, listen to this. It makes noise.
Cold up here as well.
Oh, hang on. Can you hear that? Does it make noise, that?
Nah, I can't hear it. I can't hear it.
Does that make noise?
I can't hear it, no.
Can't hear it? Oh, I'll leave it on then. Why?
Ah.
Oh, I can hear it though. It's doing me head in. Annoying. My dad gave me one of them electric radiators. It's oil filled. He says, use that. You know, to keep warm. And I'm filled.
Aye.
Yeah, you were saying.
I've got one of them.
Put my Peaky Blinder out and it keeps me warm.
I've got one of them.
Cold in here, man.
I've got one of the oil-filled heaters as well, but I've got a fan heater for heating the place up quicker, but I think it was interfering with the signal one time, so I never put it on now. Just man up and get it cold.
My mum gave me this pop right just now. What do you think to that? People will be saying I'm on ale. It's not. It's see, have you had that before?
That's nice, that. It's nice. San Pellegrino,
Arancia Rosso. I can't even read me, can I? But
I think it's Spanish, I think, is it?
Yeah, 1932.
That's nice stuff, but it's San Pellegrino.
I feel cold now, I've drank that. Should have brought some cocoa. It's cold, isn't it cold out?
Oh, it's freezing up here, eh? So minus temperatures up here.
It's what?
Minus below freezing up here, yeah.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be cold up there. It's Scotland, isn't it?
It's even cold in the summer here.
Do they have hills up there, like where you go skiing and that?
Oh, yeah.
Where?
Up at Glen Shee and Glencoe, Cairngorm at Aviemore, Slough, which is further up as well. There's a number of ski locations, yeah.
Beautiful up there, though, isn't it? Some parts, isn't it?
Oh, it's stunning now.
Well, why are you all down here then, all you lot?
I'm not.
I was wondering about all these Scottish people because a few years ago they all lived on Granby Road, Edlington.
You got a lot of Scottish people down there, yeah?
You what, mate? We can't move for them, mate.
That's Bonnie Donny, yeah. That belongs to Scotland.
They all think they can play football, don't they? All Scottish people down here.
My brother used to be pally with Gary. Is it Gary McAllister? He played for Leeds, didn't he?
You know, Gary McAllister, this is a true story. One of my friends called Patrick, we had a company of golf up somewhere, a big factory in that, VC Electronics it was called. And he's really good mates with Gary McAllister. They went to Vegas together and all that. Apparently he's a proper bloke and he's a proper one of the boys and that. You know, proper genuine kid and that, like, yeah. So
yeah,
brilliant.
My brother lived in Leeds for 4 years, so I think he played golf. He's a good golfer, my brother. I think he played golf with Gary McAllister, from what I remember.
Yeah. Well, he did all right at Aston Villa, Gary McAllister, didn't he? When Houllier got sacked because all the backroom staff all got the contracts paid up, didn't they, for about 3 years, didn't they? So they did all right, didn't they? Well, if you're an assistant coach on about $9 a week, it's not bad if they pay you up for 3 years, is it?
Sorted, eh?
If all happens here and I'm out on my hero, you think they're going to give me three years though? Oh, yeah, thick here. A couple more questions here from the man, Julian McGowan, my good pal, who we're supposed to have had I do. I must have had a do with him. Somebody in the comment section said, "Hey, Julian had it on that road."
You've not been bullying him, have you? Are you bullying him?
Take him down, I would. Pardon?
You've not been bullying him as well, have you?
Hey, listen, not being funny, mate. I won't like to get. He can fight like fuck. So I
Oh,
won't
I
like
bet
to
he
fight
can,
him. He can fight, mate. Let me tell you now, he can fight. But he's
I
not.
bet he can.
He's anti-violence. Listen, he's lovely.
And he's like the Yoda of boxing. His knowledge is phenomenal, isn't it? His technical knowledge is just...
I'm not. Julian is very private about his boxing and offers, but let me tell you this: he teaches trainers how to be trainers. Right? Imagine that.
Yeah.
And I know the offers that he's had, but he's got such a good job. He doesn't need to do it. And boxing's such a fractured sport, and there's that many. We know what sort of people are around boxing, don't we? And
politics as well.
He's not like that, is he? He's educated man, but like he is a teacher of trainers. If you don't believe me, go and speak to Nick Manners, Josh Wannington's dad, all them boys. They'll tell you he knows what he's on.
Oh, he knows, huh?
And
I'm in awe of his knowledge. Because I'm just a fan. I don't know everything, but I've just got an opinion as a fan.
There's people who are training world champions at a moment, and more than one will ringing him for advice. What do you think? We have a look at this. What do you? And it's knowledge. It's off the charts. It's really that good, honestly. But you know, he probably knocked stuffing out him with Gary Sykes and that what happened, and you know what I mean, kind of thing. Because him and Gary are really close, and you can boxing can leave a bad taste in your mouth, can't it? At some point. Yeah.
The way he breaks a fight down, though, is brilliant. When he breaks it all down in technical.
I don't agree with him about the Katie Taylor thing, though. Just the stoppage. I don't agree with that. Everything else.
I think it personally. I think it was a knockdown. As far as I'm concerned, a punch landed and she went down. So
it landed in the chest, didn't it?
Yeah, so that should still score. I mean, Holyfield dropped Mike Tyson with a chest shot, didn't he? And it was at the 6th round in the first fight. Remember, he dropped him and he was sliding on his arse. That was I'm sure it was around about there, right in the middle of the chest.
When they don't call them proper knockdowns, it winds me up, like Froch Kessler in Denmark. It made it would have changed the whole fight. It changed the fight because the game plan goes on. Never mind all that. When people had it up at the end of the fight, they said, well, if it would have been a knockdown, it wouldn't have won. No. Get that out of your mindset. The game plan changes, doesn't it? You know, kind of thing. It's like if Liverpool are playing Man United and Liverpool get a stonewall penalty, you know, in first minute, right? And they score it, Man U are on back foot, aren't they? They've got to come out and play. Yeah. They've got to come out and go for it, haven't they? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if Liverpool don't get it, it's a different game, isn't it? It's hard to explain, but it's over and done with now. Katie Taylor won the fight. Let's hope we have a third one and that they get a fair shake and they put British judges in and British referees. That's how, but it's only because they fell out with board, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, Eddie's fell out with board that they use them foreigners.
I thought Taylor fought better than she did in the first fight.
Yeah,
but then I also thought Cameron didn't seem to be quite as on it as she was in the first fight. She seemed a bit, I don't know, she wasn't as fired up as she was in the first fight. That's the kind of impression I got. But I thought a draw would have been a fair result. But Taylor was holding a lot late on in the fight, and was careless use of the head. But you could maybe blame that as the style of the two of them, clashing. Maybe, I don't know. But it was a good fight though. It was all action, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was all action. Okay, I think he sent me something else in as well. Predict the heavyweight division in 3 years. Champions, top contenders, and either washed up or retired fighters.
I like that. Right. I like the heavyweight division.
The champions.
The ribbon division.
Yeah. There's the respect. Right, Andy, in 3 years from now, will Tyson Fury or Usyk be world champions? Yes or no?
I think Usyk will have retired. That's my feeling. I think he'll be retired with them. Now, whether Fury is or not, that could be a different kettle of fish. If there's big money on the table, he might still take it. But
listen, greedy. Tyson Fury is going to be punching for pay till he's 40, whether it be in bare knuckle, WWE, exhibitions or whatever. He'll be punching for pay. Probably, well, look at his old man. He's pushing 60. He wants to fight everybody, doesn't he? Big John Fury, a big fighting man. Never had a fight in my life on bare knuckle circuit. Ramaka do. Holy shit.
I tell you.
Big fighting man that don't fight. Jared Anderson.
He could be a champion in the future, yeah. He's a possibility. Martin Bacoli, I like him.
Only because he's trained by Billy Nelson.
I say he's an adopted Scotsman.
Yeah.
I think he could be a champion. I like him. He's decent. And Zhang, will Zhang still be about in 3 years' time? But I think he could win a title after they're fragmented. Because they will fragment, I believe. But whether he's still about in 3 years' time, I don't know. Hergovich is a bit disappointed with him. He's not fulfilled his expectations, has he?
Do you think that Zhang's parked up?
Is he injured at the moment? Am I right in saying that? I'm sure I heard somewhere that he's injured, but that might be wrong. Young, Moses Atuma could be a champion in 3 years if he carries on in the trajectory that he's. Well, we'll see. That's a wait. We'll wait and see that one. He's a still unknown quantity, really.
Listen to me, Andy. Wait, when you say things like that, right? How many fights has Moses had?
Was he had half a dozen? Is he?
He's had an handful of fights, yeah. So at the current rate, 36 months. How many fights will he have in 36 months?
Probably about 18, maybe. 18?
Are you pissing up my leg or something? Are you telling me he's going to have 6 fights a year for the next 3 years? Eh?
The next 3 years. Is he not out again December the 23rd?
Well, let's say he gets 12, yeah? How many has he had now? 5? Are they going to put him in for a world title before he's had 20? You know,
nah, Bricktop won't. Eddie Hills might have thrown him in, but I don't think Bricktop would.
He did Joshua, didn't he? But then they said, well, he's learning on job, so we can't fight him. We can't fight him because we're learning on job. What?
He's still learning. He's still learning on the job.
World champion. He's still learning on job now. He only got about 9 trainers, 8 trainers. What is all that about?
He's lost his way, isn't he? I think he's done now. He's done mentally, isn't he? He's done. He's on the down. He's on the slide. Eddie Hills is just cashing in now, isn't he?
Well, Eddie's got him for life. Even if he leaves Eddie and don't fight again, if he does any media work or whatever, Eddie still gets a cut. How's about that? He's got to sign a life deal with Eddie for everything. So if they get him any gigs, they'll be taking a slice of cake. That's what they'll listen. Answers! Woodpeckers. Pecking away at Joshua. Pecking. But he's that stupid, he's fell for it. They don't care for him. You think his dad cares for him? Listen, let me tell you this, right? Let's say this is 18th century, yeah? And Joshua's fighting for Barry Hearn, yeah? Do you think they'd care for him then? They'd have him digging garden, mate, if it was 200 years ago. So you dig that garden. There you go. That's the sort of people, that's what you're up against, isn't it? You heard what he said about Dylan White, didn't you? Yeah, we were slave traders back in the day, pop, pop, bang. Dylan White. Huh? What? Could you imagine if Frank Warren said that? Old Bricktop. Eddie would have had him strung up, wouldn't he?
Never hear the end of it.
Cougs would have been there. What about Frank? Listen, mate.
I seen an interview with Eddie Hills earlier on and with Parsons and Nicholas Parsons, and he said he'd been at some gig or some event, and he came out and somebody asked him, "Is Parsons coming tonight?"
Parsons. What, that 5'4", 19-year-old with panda eyes? Oh, Eddie,
that's him.
Eddie, I love you.
Eddie's Chihuahua.
I love you, Parsons. Hogan in the background.
Coogan's
And
out
he's
in the
talking
cove,
to
isn't
Parsons.
he? Again. Coogan's
What a
frozen out,
set of
isn't he?
hell. Could you imagine them in jail with me? Could you imagine me in Donkeytraz on association, 6 o'clock while 8 at night, on house block 2D, leaning on railings as they come in? I'd be like, "Phew, kill me here." Hey, look at him there, big lanky streak of piss. I'll sort him later. Hey, you, what you got for me? And that Parsons, said, come here, you. Come here. You're just right size for me. It's my first day. Come here, you. I just had a terrible phone call with my missus. Come here. See that cell? Mop it. Do you know what I mean? Hey? You see, thing is, you see, right, what happens is, you know your Cougans, you know, right? Cougs. You want to kiss and make up? Cougs. People like Cougs. They hang around it that long, they become tough guys, don't they? Tough men. You know, they should be doing that. They do a triathlon, don't they? Called the Tough Man, don't they?
Iron Man.
Like, there's an Iron Man and there's a Tough Man. It's called.
Is it Tough Mudder?
No. There's a Tough Mudder. Yeah, but Coogan and the Tough Man. I'd be thinking, God, he's done a couple of weekends, Nick, and he's a tough man. Well, he hadn't. He never done jail. So Coog's knocking around all these geezers in Essex. He's become a tough guy. Isn't that right, Cougs? You tough guy. Well, if Brett and Prince Patel, he must be tough. Parsons didn't like that. He's a bit like me when I started with Dennis. This is good. And after a month, I'm like, why does everybody lie so much? Ticket deals, what? I've got something bubbling. What does that mean? I need to get into the lingo. Yeah, this would be Dennis, wouldn't it? Yeah. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, just call me tomorrow. Yeah, listen, don't you worry. I've got something bubbling. I'd be like, ooh. I'd go over and say, oh, Dennis has got something bubbling. I can't wait. It's the longest bubble to ever bubble the bubble. If it were like some meal that you were cooking on a stove, it'd always stuck to the sides, wouldn't it? And bubbled over and burnt.
Is it like Big John's casserole over the hot fire?
Out in wilderness, Bear Grylls. What's all that about? Bear Grylls. What isn't it?
Living off the land.
I had that always on today. He had me in stitches. That's a really good video of that Danny Ramson. I had him on. Oh, really, really funny. Like, he annoys me sometimes, like texting me, sending me stuff, and like this big 6'5" lump in it. It'd be hard to take down, and he's got no hair for me to pluck out. I like to pluck the hair out. Well, I'm jealous, aren't I? When I get him in an headlock, pluck it out like a buxted chicken. Come here, you. You know the guard? Come here, you. You're mine.
The guy, he's Team Bricktop, isn't he? The guy.
I'll leave his head like a Barbie doll. Guard, come see me. Hey, what's happened to the guy anyway? What is going on with him? Hey.
He's got a job as Bricktop's other T-boy, Bricktop's butler.
Bricktop's brother.
Butler. Upstairs, downstairs, huh?
So, who's going to be the contenders in 3 years?
What would we say? Jared Miller, Martin Bacoli. I think they'll be the top guy. Martin Bacoli's only 30 odds. I'm not sure how old he is actually. What about Michael Hunter?
What, going to be a contender?
He blows hot and cold, Michael Hunter. Eh? Sometimes he boxes really well, other times he's a wee bit lackluster. But he's has he had a fight lately? What about Hughie? Hughie's coming back, isn't he?
Hughie coming back?
Is he fighting Chisora?
February. No, Hughie's called him out and he says he's a fucking big stiff.
Aye. That'd be a good comeback fight for him, eh?
Huey, look, Chisora wouldn't have the. You know, people say Styles makes fight on it. Yeah, Chisora might have an harder punch than Huey.
He'll get his head boxed off, eh?
He might. There you go. You don't get near him. You don't get near Huey. You won't get near him if Huey turns it on.
Yeah.
You don't get nailed, does it? When have you seen Huey down as a pro?
No, he's never been down that I've seen anyway.
You don't get hit, do people can say, yeah, because he's too defensive and that. Well, from what I'm hearing, they're working on his offense now.
I think when he has been hit, his chin looks decent enough anyway. Eh? Povetkin, he won against Povetkin.
Do you think Tyson had clipped him when they've been sparring with big punches? Come on.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
He doesn't have a 2,000 rounds. You know what I mean? Maybe more. Maybe more.
That's an education in itself, eh?
You can't buy that, can you?
Yeah.
You can't buy that. There were at one point where I used to think that Tyson could hold a shot, but when you've been down 7 times as a pro, Houston, we have a problem. We have a chin problem, a beard problem, whiskers problem, whatever you want to call it, chandelier jaw. Anybody down 7 times, you've got a massive problem. Calzaghe were down 5 times, and people tell me he had an iron chin. Sorry, 4 times he were down, Calzaghe.
Though both of them get up, and they're always all right when they get up, aren't they? It's good powers of recovery. Eh? Larry Holmes have good powers of recovery. How many times was he down? Larry Holmes, he got dropped a few times, didn't he?
He got dropped. Mike Tyson proved down a few times, didn't he? Not Ken Norton, Ernie Shavers put him down.
Ernie Shavers dropped him, aye.
Ernie Shavers hit him that hard. It bounced him back off floor. When he hit deck, it woke him up.
Woke him up, aye. He was a mega puncher, eh? Shavers, eh?
Oh, freaking H, wasn't it? May he rest in peace. Could you imagine Ernie Shavers against Joshua now? We're off to Button Moon. Follow Mr. Spoon, Button Moon.
His head would be spinning, eh?
Not that one.
Shavers was a monster puncher. Eh?
He's just asked me another question here, Julian. What's pinker, John Fury's arse or Frank Smith's Pringle cardigan? What? Do you remember them Pringle cardigans back in the day? What?
I would say the cardigan, aye.
John Fury got his arse out. He looked pretty pink to me, but Frank's cardi. Julian, I think Frank's cardi is a bit pinkier. I'm gonna say
Big John's the full Button Moon, isn't he?
Yeah. Julian, you brought the house down with the what's pinker? Big Walt's arse or Spotty Frank's Pringle cardi. Pop bang on that one, Spotty.
You could say what's Spotty or Big Walt's arse or Frank Smith's cardigan.
I've just said that. What are you, an air bomb repeater?
Did you say that? What's spottier? I thought you said what's pinkier.
Oh, no, I might. I don't know, mate. I'm not with it today, mate. I'm freezing in here. What's the matter with me? I've not heard anything from Kent. Not heard anything from Kent this week. Kent, I hope you're out. I hope you're all right. Women still love you, and men want to be you, Kent. Think about that every time you get up in the morning. You are the man, and you will meet a woman, Ken. It won't be on POF. You know where it'll be, Ken? You'll just be shopping in Aldi for some veg or something, and somebody will bump into you, and they'll comment about the veg you're buying, and you can both talk about being vegans or whatever. I don't know, is Kent a vegan? He looks like a vegan, doesn't he, Kent? Kent, if you're not a vegan, I apologise. But you'll just meet somebody in Sainsbury's or Aldi or something, Ken. So women love you.
It'll happen. What's for you, no go by, yeah.
I like Ken.
That's it. He's a good lad, Kent.
Anybody that lives with his mum and looks after her because his dad's passed away, I've got respect for him. You know?
A good man, eh? Good heart. Eh?
I couldn't live with mine, I'd strangle her, my mum. Brutal. She don't put up with any nonsense off me. You don't put up with any, it's just honestly. Okay, so we spoke about Conor Benn and that. We spoke about Tyson, border control and that. I want to speak about the media and that. Right, the media at the moment. Talk Sport, they've had a lot of stick, haven't they? I've been looking at a couple of videos tonight. Spencer Oliver's come out, and basically, I'm Team Spencer Oliver again. I'm Team Jug Ears. Andy, what's happened to me? I'm Team Jug Ears. He's come out and he's set about that Essex lot like you could never imagine. He's gone. You all should be ashamed of themselves. Calla, Eddie Hearn, Tony Sims, Charlie Sims, the whole team around him, Conor Benn, it's grubby. Well, I think he deserves a medal for doing that, because Gareth A. Davis, where are you? Come in, car 24, Gareth A. Davis. What's the point in Gareth A. Davis now? He's got to have spunked his load now at TalkSport, because he went on with Adam Cattrall, didn't he? Look what happened. Yeah. He tried to side with Bricktop, didn't he, against his colleague. Gareth A. Davis, you shithouse. Yeah, you. Boston Strangler, plucked like a chicken when I see you. Right, so Gareth A. Davis, he's a shithouse. And then we've got Jug Ears carrying off and flying flag for him. So that's brilliant. He's not said no today, Gareth A. Davis. When he does say something now, Gareth A. Davis, have you noticed how he tries to be like Coogs? A bench sitter! More splinters in his arse than Gary Lineker. What bang on that one?
Thing is, he's got a platform there. Eh? He's got the privilege of having a platform, a lot of viewers, and he's not using it. He's just he's wasting a space on that platform. And somebody in that platform could put it to better use. Eh?
Better use.
Like tell the truth and ask proper questions.
You need to get somebody in there who's prepared to let rip. Simon Jordan's not frightened of him, is he? Well, I admit, when he gets bricked up, sorry, the 2 times he had Eddie on, Eddie's a master. Eddie sorted him out. Eddie showed him that I'm elite and that you're European level. That's what happened. It was a European level media guy going up against the pound for pounder, wasn't it? Eddie wiped floor with him twice. Eddie's
like an eel. Can't get a hold of him.
Eddie's 6 hours boxer, but he's 2-0 in media head to head.
Yeah.
But he is, isn't he? Come on, let's have it right. We know what we saw, don't we? We know what we saw.
Well, where's Eddie now? 1 sugar or 2, Mr. Bricktop?
Gobble, 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 gobble. Doesn't anybody fuck anymore? Gobble, 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 gobble. Slurp, slurp, slurp. Eddie Hills, the slurpinator.
He's Bricktop's turkey for Christmas, isn't he? Gobble,
sure
gobble.
Is. What did you think to me and Terry last night?
I've not seen that yet.
Brutal, mate. Brutal.
I did see a bit. I think it was. I didn't see it all.
It's 2 hours. It's 2 hours.
There was one point he said to you, "Whoa, wait a minute," and I don't know what he was on. I can't remember what he was on about, but I remember he seemed to be getting hit up anyway. Yeah.
Trying to bait me on my Terry. You're trying to bait me on my channel, you. You. Yeah, you. I like Terry.
He's a good lad, Terry. He's got a lot of knowledge as well, technical as well, eh?
Hey?
He's got a lot of technical knowledge as well, Terry. So he's trying to wind you up about the Cobra, isn't he?
No, well, I've actually I've had him on phone to Cobra when I've seen him at Carl a couple of weeks ago, and I had Terry we sent Terry a little message, a little video. Now Terry's all right. Yeah, he's a big Andre Ward fan, isn't he? And he does every now and then he has a little pop at the Cobra. But I remember
I seen the Cobra's video earlier on, and there's a bit at the beginning he's advertising some chair or that, and I noticed he emphasised the heated seat. I was wondering if he was having a wee dig at Conor Benn. Watch it and you'll see there's a sort of he's like
Cobra's dry. He's dry as the bottom Cobra, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Listen, at the end of the day, he'll do all right, Carl, out of his channel because he's a winner, isn't he? All he has to go at, he went, you know, even when you're playing pool against him.
Yeah.
What he did to me playing pool. He could have snookered me on this shot, and I looked at him, and he looked at me, and he went, "I could have snookered you there, Porky, but I'm not gonna." I went, "All right." And then in next game, I got in a tight spot because he likes to cover up bags and play tactical stuff and that, and that's what he's into. He's like, obviously, if we're going to sit down and pop balls and that, I'll put him into next week, won't I? So he played the containing game, and he beat me 2-1. He says, "But if you beat me 2-1, we'll play best of 5, then best of 7 till I win." So he likes to win. No, anyway, he beat me 2-1, fair enough. But you know, the 2 games he beat me, he like strangled me, and I'm hoping I put black down because I'm a bad loser. And I swear to God, right, when I got in a position to snooker him, I looked at it and I thought, "Oh, I've got him here. If I get 2, it's over," because it was a very tactical game. And I looked at it, I looked up, and he looked at me and he went, "You can't snooker me because I didn't in last game with you." He says, you won't do that. And it threw me off. And so I went for this. Anyway, that wasn't it. I won't make that mistake again, Cobra. But yeah, listen, this Conor Benn thing, it's been going on now for 16 months. And is this where we're at now? Grubby promoters trying to put that on, trying to fleece the fans. It's not for a belt. We've got a guy, £147, who's a small welterweight. He's fighting a guy who's won an IBO world title at £168, and he's also beat Arthur Abraham at £168, a massive puncher, and held his own clinchers with him. And he's beat James DeGale, an Olympic gold medalist and a former world champion, right? James DeGale, yeah, at super middleweight. So if Chris Eubank Jr.'s mixing it with them people, Crusher Ben is really a 140 fighter, isn't he? I bet he could make lightweight if he tried. He's a 140, but he's fighting at 147. Why is he jumping up 2 weight classes when we all remember what happened to Kell Brook, don't we? When Kell Brook fought Golovkin, his career was finished after that. It was just a case of, what can we wring out of Kell Brook? Flex up there would have been, oh my God, we've had a good duel at Golovkin fight and the Spence fight, but he's shot to bits now. What can we get out of him? Because that's what these people are like, sponsors. Ingles have been doing it for years. When are they going to put their own shows on? The mum and dad left them millions. They had no when they arrived up there.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
All out of boxing and a community. So what are they doing for that community up there? And who are they training? And when are they going to put their own shows on? And when are you going to fight Killer Khan Flex? These are good flex. David Beckham cut. So I want David Beckham design, and I want them white ones. Hollywood white, David Beckham. There you go. Get your teeth sorted, Flex, before you fight me. Fucking knock them out. Because these won't get knocked out, kid. They're pinned into my jaw. I think they're into my skull. I can bite through wood with these.
You don't bite Dennis back with him, eh? Dennis will not mess with you now. You can bite him back with him.
If I'd have bit Dennis that time in Bulgaria, all them I had in my mouth at the time, them fucking fossils, they fell out. They were like plywood. Hey, I feel sorry for all the people that have had like veneers and that, you know, them porcelain shite ones in the UK, because they've all got to go back, haven't they, in a couple of years and get them done again. Ooh. But hey, listen, I did be so proud though out there in Turkey, really, because I convinced them that I was going to get them loads of business, because I got them some business, you know, out there. And they must have thought, oh God, we'll make a proper job of this, he'll get us low. I said, imagine when I have my proper teeth in what you're going to get. They were ordering billboards and lot off me. I was like, yeah, you can knock this much off my teeth job, and this much, and this much. Well, it all comes to he who waits if you're smart enough.
That's it.
Does Ben Eubank happen?
Not at the moment.
Does Fury Usyk happen? Carl Froch says it doesn't happen in February, and I do as well.
I think it'll happen.
I don't think it will. Tyson's out in Morecambe, isn't he, with eyes at low at the moment, giving it the big one. So what date we on? 28, 29 today, so 30 tomorrow. So we've got all December and all January and 17 days of Feb. So 30, 62, 72 and 7. 79 days. So what's that? 11 weeks, 2 days. Tyson should already be in camp now, which state he were in, shouldn't he?
Yeah, should be.
He ain't in camp, and with Christmas coming up now.
His old man saying he'll not be ready, isn't he? He's shouting he's not going to be ready. Is that him displaying mind games, trying to buck him up, or I don't know.
I actually think. No. Listen, who can believe what they say? Who believes what they say? They've got media people. They're ringing media people up. Tommy's beard's going to be coming out of Spago, whatever that Rio Ferdinand restaurant in Manchester. I forgot what it's called. It begins with S, doesn't it? Tommy's bird's going to be coming out of this certain restaurant at a certain time, so they all go around and take pictures. Tommy and his bird are going to be coming out of this gym at this time. Look, you know these people, these famous people that come out of restaurants and gyms, yeah? Why is it photographers are waiting for them? Because they've been tipped off, aren't they? Because they need to keep the sense relevant. So they get, the Furies get it. Tommy Fury and his wench that he goes with, Tyson, and his old man, Big Walt, they get it. They need to
media
be
masters, eh?
They need to be relevant, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, why are people losing their minds over Tommy Fury? He can't box Easter eggs. That's the bottom line. Why do they think? Well, Peter Fury trained him for a bit and went, "You can't box Easter eggs, kid. Get gone. Can't.
Yeah.
You can either fight or you can't fight. That's the bottom line. If you can't fight, we'll fight it misfits and ponce off your brother's name. That's it. That's the bottom line. No matter all this box rep ranking and I'm going to win a world title and that. Load of rubbish. Tommy Fury, if he fought for a central area cruiserweight title, he'd get put on Button Moon. Like his dad did against them two guys on my most viewed video. Big Walt got lit up. Isn't that right?
I can wonder.
Isn't that right? Big Walt and Steve Garber, who tried to tell people not to sell that footage. Well, unlucky kid. Me and Mickey Fio got it. So it is what it is. And you know, the best thing about it is, if John hadn't told Steve Holdsworth not to give me another copy of that Neil Malpass fight, it was from Donny, my pal, because I give John the copy, and I still never got me 25 quid, but I wasn't bothered. He was like, "Oh, thanks. Don't you get any more copies of this art," he told Steve Holdsworth, "because you need to be charging thousands because they're making documentaries about me on HBO. So that stupid mong, and you're a mong, Steve Holdsworth, won't give me any, would you, you prick? But where there is a will, there is a way. And I found a way. We got a couple of copies, didn't we? Eh?
There's always a way.
Well, Malpass beat him on points, but I got the two knockouts, the ones that he didn't want. Isn't that right? Big Walt. Hey, your green Russian tank. 200 kilo deadlift for your cock. Do me a favour. What did he say on True Georgie? That winds me up. 4 loads of bags of drugs, 4 brass, 4 bottles of whiskey a night for a week in Spain. What on hell is it? Who do you think you are? Charlie Sheen? What the fuck are these people on? What are they on?
You never said what kind of drugs it was on. What was, did he? Just drugs.
And then in next trip, he's doing interviews saying, "Never been drugged in my life."
And Junior Dustin.
Yeah, load of shite. So it is what it is. Right, listen, I'm going to get off. It's been nice to have you on.
Good man. Yeah, time for bed. Is it?
11:56. 11:56, Arkin.
Past my bedtime.
You what, mate?
Past my bedtime.
It'll be 12:30 when I leave here, and I'm back in the morning. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, mate.
You take care, Andy. Thanks for having you on. All the best to you and your family. And wrap up tonight. Get that oil filled radiator on.
Yeah. Be happy. Be healthy.
Cheers, pal. Bye-bye.
Yes, mate.
Well, that was Andy from up north in Scotland. Women love him. Men want to be him. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. Booyaka! pop, pop, bang, end up, boom.